Nice hand dryers. Gotta love them. Okay. Now that we have this beast in place, I'm thinking it's time to get an actual mining rig going. Because we can get thrusters, so we can actually have something that flies. And that little vehicle there is nice because it'll get us out of here in a hurry if we need to. We can actually store the vehicle. We can actually put a second vehicle in. So the question is, how big do we get on this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to center line, so that's 11. I think it's technically 9 because of the ladder, but we'll not count the ladder. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 11 by 13. And if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. '18, 17, 16. Alright, so if we figure one more, if we figure that's roughly the middle, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, that should be the middle space. So if we go with that being the middle, our ship, we'd want a new ship to be no bigger than that amount of space. All right. By however long, so I'm not too worried about that, but it's the width of the ship that we need to worry about if we're gonna have it park basically the same way we have this one. Alright, so it gives me a lot of room. Alright, so let's find our middle here. Actually, it's fairly easy. Right here. That's quick carrier. Alright. Alright, so if we're doing this as a large grid vehicle, looks like I think our magnetic system locked in on it, hopefully. It's a good thing that we put a bunch of support braces under this thing for it to have something magnetic to lock into instead of the asphalt, right? Alright, so let's see if this thing is going to tip over or not. Nope, looks like it's done. Okay. Yep, it's secured in. Okay, that makes it easier. Oh, so we want a drilling rig. don't really need a whole lot of habitation on it, but we do need storage. Okay, so if we go with our old off-the-cuff engineering rule, which is effectively 1.5 large thrusters per large cargo. That means, let's go ahead and take all of this out. And I'm actually going to use a large cargo box as our first placement. That requires aluminum plates, I believe. Which is like one of the few things we don't have over here at this point, right? Of course not. Yeah, aluminum plates. Okay. And we'll replace that landing gear with a connector. Ah, so nice having thrusters. Okay, so if we do that, I have a choice on doing thrusters to either side. Actually, might not be a bad idea. So if we go like that, I'd actually have to bring it back to... Oh, these things are going to be ridiculously expensive, aren't they? Oh. Hello there. Alright, this is going to be mostly a utility craft, so it doesn't require us to have a whole lot of stuff on it. But we are going to need quite a bit of power to feed this thing. So then what I'm thinking is let's make this thing a little top heavy. Alright, so we're going to do, we can get you out of there, get you out of there. Let's put a conveyor junction in there. Conveyor junction in there. And then we will do one battery, 2 batteries. We'll have drills coming off. That's going to be there. There'll be a drill here, which will account for that, and then we'll have one drill in the middle. And that should give us enough clearance. 1, 2, 3, 5. Ugh. Are the old thrusters better? Because I thought the old thrusters were 3x3. Nope, all thrusters are the same. Okay. So that means we'll end up with 2 drills stacked, which is actually fine. Get you out of there. I do still need you guys because we need small thrusters. Yeah. Because one of the things I'm talking about is having something like that. I don't need to worry so much about the upper clearance, but the lower clearance is definitely an issue. Okay. Here's the line here. All right. So if we do that, and that, I know we have the materials for these because we just took 2 of them off the old ship. And we do another one there. What I'm thinking here. Do that for now. Okay. So the thing is, I don't believe this will. Yeah, that should work. And since you guys have connectors on multiple sides, let's see. So I would have to have a conveyor junction there, and then we can add a drill there. Nope, that's not going to work. I mean, I guess I could technically put it to either side. And then that allows me to have any cockpit I want here. And I think for that what we'll do is we'll do one of those. So we've got forward, we've got reverse, but we don't have lateral, and that's one of the things we kind of need to have. I mean, we can definitely, we're just looking to keep it compact and usable, and then that has to go back one. Because we don't want the thrusters Well, specifically that one would have to go back one. Which I guess isn't a huge thing, because then we can go... This is definitely not a pretty ship. But it also doesn't need to be. So if we do that, then we can make up the difference for batteries down here. Basically use the batteries in the 6 batteries. We can move you back here, which might not be a bad idea anyway. And ore detector. Metal detector, that's the one we're looking for. Because that beast is nice. Alright. Hell, I could probably put it up here. Let's put it there instead. Because we still don't have primary propulsion. Which was what I was originally... Oh, you know what? Yeah, you, come here. Okay. So we do that. Here to you. So we have primary there, and we have propulsion there. Alright, so we need more braking than pushing. I mean, if I really need to stack it, I can always add more to either side. We can just put an armor block or something in here. So we've got some lateral control, we've got reverse control, we've got lift, and we have primary propulsion. Okay. And I mean, if really we could, if we're trying to keep it as compact as possible, we could always place it here. Because I could always flip the ore detector, or put the ore detector in the back and do 3 thrusters across here. That gives me 5 for braking power, which is not a bad idea. Alright, so let's get the cockpit welded up, because I want to check to see what our power requirements are going to be. Because I have a feeling this is going to be expensive. Okay, what can't be put into production? I'm guessing the synthetics, which is going to be... Yeah. Oh, you know what it is? We don't have a... we don't have a loom. Yeah, we don't have the auto loom. the network somewhere. Not that I really need the fabric, but anyway. Let's see if that's enough to get the... It is, okay. Alright, so that's 2.4. That's 16, so say 17. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 12, 14, 31, 47, 48. So we'll say 50 megawatts. Two, three, four, five, 6. It's 18, so would end up with enough power for, I want to say 15 minutes or so. That sound about right. I think what we need to do is just weld it up, get it charged up, and see what that gives us. I mean, I could even put a small reactor on this. I don't know where I would put it in there, but... because I could end up moving that to one side, put the reactor in here, put an antenna on the other side. Or a spotlight, maybe. So if we do that, do a small reactor there and a spotlight. There's not much chance that I'm going to be doing something where I'm going to be outside of the vehicle, and if I am, it's probably going to be with material exposed. Alright. And since these generally do 3 by, that'll cover this side, that'll cover this side as well. Covers a block above. A little shimmying, and we should be able to get all of that taken care of. Okay. That should work. I hope. Alright. Okay, so I think we just need to get this thing welded up and see where we are as far as power is concerned. Because once I get it welded up, hover long enough to put a connector on the bottom of it, float this thing forward a little bit. But yeah, okay. I think our design should work. Everything works on paper, at least. But we'll see how it actually works in real life. Now, to go get to welding. Yay.